Hi, I'm David Hunt, and haven't we been having a great time in the markets? A couple of weeks ago, I recognised for the Profit Hunter Group that we were under-invested as fund managers and generally as Australians in the Australian stock market. Fund managers had left the Australian stock market. All new money was pouring into other stock markets around the world, particularly the US, and I realised that the fund managers needed to buy this Australian stock market. And so I decided to tell our Profit Hunter Group members to buy, and as you can see, up 2.81% on the XAO, which has outperformed the XJO, which is the ASX 200 index, and the XJO has only gone up about 2.5%. And so we've come out of this long base, and now the question is this the top, or is this going to continue? And as you can see, we've been buying banks. This is a Profit Hunter Group member who bought Westpac, entered the trade at $31.81 on Friday and sold at $32.41. That was a typo. You would have been complaining if she had have lost the money. That was on the 2nd of October. CBA, wow, David, you nailed it, 75.24. Entry for Profit Hunter Group trade, worth waiting for. Thanks very much. And that was taken, that $75.24 was taken back earlier in September, I think, and the 26th of September was the email. MND, Monadelphous, reached my $15.52 target, 27th of September. Bubs, this hit my target today, which is the 23rd of October, and Leo asks, hit your target, any thoughts of potential upside? SEK or SEEK met the target on the back about a week ago. APK met target on the 12th, $25.53, and went through that. Now tonight, I'm asked, just got a phone call from Steve B saying he just received some money and he wanted to invest that money in the Australian stock market, but it's near 6,000. When is the time to buy in? I'll be answering that question tonight on the forecast webinar. For Profit Hunter Group members, you can go along to the website and pick that up on the right-hand column, and for any members, and you can come, for non-members alike, you can come across to this area here, click on this button, and it will take you through to the recording. Also, Bitcoin has been a fascinating and interesting market, has it not? It's been awesome. I've been trading Bitcoin, and I want to teach you what I've learned about Bitcoin. Bitcoin on the weekend, it trades on the weekend, it trades on a Saturday, Sunday. It doesn't stop trading. Mr. Gann used to have 6 days worth of trading. This has 7 days worth of trading. So if you like it and you're watching it, I was watching it trade towards 61.50 and it popped up a little bit later to go to 61.80. And then it has some great volatility, it has some fantastic moves, and it moves as well as the currencies used to move in the 1980s, and it moves as well as the share price index used to move back in the 1980s and 1990s. It's a marvelous market. And the first time I looked at it, I got thoroughly confused. I don't know about you, but all the information I see from all these young people talking about Bitcoin and altcoins is very confusing. Back at 2011, I think it was around about $4 Bitcoin. I got interested in it, and it was the strangest market that I've ever seen. I didn't quite understand the way that it worked. 6 months ago, I got a call from a very wealthy friend. He's a young fella, and he said, I've been trading Bitcoins and I've been trading these other altcoins, and you should get into it, David. And he said, what do you think of it? And I said, well, I haven't looked at a chart. Tell me, I'll look at a chart and I'll tell you what to do. He says, yeah, please tell me. Afterwards, after a few weeks of me giving him advice, he says, it looks like you really know this shit. And it's been moving so technically, it's really a beautifully set up market. Now, how do you get in and how do you cut through all the marketing rubbish and all the clutter? I'll be doing that on Thursday night in my Bitcoin webinar, what I learnt by buying Bitcoin. The ins, the outs, the tricks, the things you should look for. I won't be selling anything. Don't be afraid of that. It's my information, what I've gleaned from myself and Profit Hunter Group members to get you the best idea of where to go and what to do to get started in this market without all the claptrap, without all the bullshit, without all the marketing hype, just plain, and to think like I've got grey hair. I've had that since I was 29 years old trading currencies. And so people with grey hair, if you want to know about Bitcoin, I'm going to be explaining it in a simple way that you can work with and understand. So in order to get into the Bitcoin webinar, it's free. You click on this button here, you go, I want to attend, click here, and then put down and register now. And register for the 27th of October at 8 to 9:30 p.m. on Thursday, the 26th of October. It is 26th of October at 8 to 9:30 p.m. It's free, and you're welcome to come along, and you're welcome to invite your friends. So all you have to do is to fill in your first name, your last name, your email address, put in your country code. These are optional, and click register now. And I look forward to seeing you. Now, let's have a quick look at the banks. We've been buying the banks. We've been buying the banks since the second week of September. CBA is now up just under 7%. So Westpac, it's been doing well. It's been one of my preferred banks, and it's now up since we were interested in this back in the second week of September. It's now up about 9.75%. ANZ, I must admit, I'm holding Westpac and CBA and ANZ. ANZ, since that time, has been running up about 7.25%. What about NAB? Since that time when we went bullish, it's been running up to now about 9.12%. It's been the strongest. It may change, as I was saying, telling Carson Scott. Telstra is one stock we've been interested in. And it hasn't been running as well, but I did pick the exact low at $3.37 in advance on Your Money, Your Call and on Carson Scott Trading Day program. Currently, it's up just under 5%, 4.9% in 3 weeks from that low that I picked. Another stock being interested in is Bank of Queensland. And we can see Bank of Queensland, we got interested in actually down here, and this was on the breakout here. And so it's currently up about 15.34%. I'm in Bank of Queensland, so I must declare an interest from this time here. And so the banks have been good, and there's some stuff I'd like to share with you in the forecast webinar tonight, and how to get in. Telstra is also interesting, in an interesting position now, and what we should do with it if you've listened to me on Your Money, Your Call or Carson's Trading Day program.